Chosen one. This message is not by accident. Right now, as you watch this, God is moving in your life in ways you cannot yet fully grasp. But hear me carefully. He is about to place a supernatural dome of protection around you. A dome so powerful, so unbreakable, that it will shield you from every attack, every negative force, every storm trying to break you down. This is your spiritual armor, your invisible fortress, your constant sphere of protection. And once God places it, nothing on earth and nothing in the spiritual realm can break through it. But, and this is a weighty but, this dome only activates fully if you are ready. If your faith stands firm, if doubt does not creep in, the protection will hold. But if your faith wavers, if you allow hesitation into your heart, you risk leaving this protection only half open, and then you become vulnerable. There are forces watching, waiting, hoping you will give up or turn away, but you weren't chosen to be weak. You were chosen to rise, to stand, to walk fearless within this divine shield. If you want to live knowing God's dome is around you, guarding you forever, then you must stay with me. Don't scroll past this. Don't hit the next video. Stay right here, because every word you are going to hear will help you align with and activate that powerful protection. Here is what to do right now. Pause the video. Hit that like button to send your faith outward. Subscribe. Join this family of chosen ones, awakening to their power. Then leave a comment. Simply type the number 99. That sacred number is a powerful signal. It charges your energy, draws that dome ever closer. If you are truly chosen, your spirit will pull you through to the very end, because deep down, you already know it. God is about to position a dome around you, and you will never lose it. Get ready, chosen one. Your life, your peace, your destiny, they are about to be protected like never before. Let's go. God is speaking now. He is commanding the heavens to shift around your life. He has looked upon your journey, your pain, your prayers, and heaven has issued a decree. You are to be wrapped in this supernatural dome. This is not a symbolic gesture, not just a nice metaphor. This is divine intervention. An invisible, unshakable dome being sent from the throne of glory to cover you, because something massive is coming and the earth is not ready, but you will be. The command has been spoken. Protect my chosen, fortify them, surround them. While the earth trembles with chaos, division, war and deception, the chosen are being separated, not hidden away, but positioned for greatness. This dome isn't for hiding, it is for rising. While others get swallowed by confusion, this dome will act as your heaven-installed firewall, blocking every distraction, every trap, every demonic signal designed to confuse or delay you. This dome doesn't happen by chance. It is the result of divine strategy. God is not reacting, He is preparing. You are not going under, you are being lifted. The dome is forming around your spirit, your mind, your body, your destiny. Because God says, you are too important to be unguarded. You are too valuable to be left exposed. You are entering a season where your clarity is critical and your assignment must be protected at all costs. The seal has begun. Heaven has spoken. This is no longer hope, it is a decree. You are being sealed, and not just for a moment, not just for a month, permanently. A spiritual bubble encoded with God's intelligence is surrounding your life. This is a barrier against breakdown, a blockade against betrayal, a bubble that rejects every force trying to drain you, delay you, derail you, God says. No more random attacks, no more unauthorized access to your peace, your power, your purpose. This bubble is a sacred enclosure, a zone of divine concentration. Inside it, your wisdom sharpens, Your energy refuels, your alignment returns. Nothing outside God's intention will be allowed to enter. No energy vampire, no manipulator, no emotional toxin can penetrate the coding of this bubble. People who used to have access to your energy will find the door closed. The seal is active. The dome is alive. It responds to God's commands, not your feelings. That means, even when your heart is soft, the dome remains firm. Even when your love is generous, the dome is discerning. This bubble doesn't ask your permission to protect you. God has ordered it to do so, and it will obey him above all. God has declared peace over your soul. Even as the world collapses, even while outside confusion reigns, a stillness is flowing into your core. This is supernatural serenity, not built from circumstances, but downloaded from the throne. The dome you are about to enter is more than a shield. It is a sanctuary. It silences the noise, filters the confusion, guards your gates. Everything that once distracted your mind, clouded your decisions, manipulated your emotions, ends now. God is issuing divine silence to all voices that don't belong. Old patterns are being broken. Loops of anxiety, cycles of overthinking, spiritual static are being cut off. This dome doesn't just mute the enemy, it amplifies heaven. This is more than relief. It is realignment. God says, focus is a weapon in this next chapter, and I am giving it back to you. While others chase noise, you will walk in clarity. While others drown in panic, you will move with precision. Peace has become your superpower, and this dome will enforce it like a divine law around your life. God is not only protecting you, he is purifying you. As this dome activates, the first shift will not be outward. It will be deep inside. Every toxic belief, every buried wound, every emotional fog that has been clogging your spirit is being burned out. This is a spiritual detox, heaven engineered, soul activated. God says, I am cleansing the inner chambers of your heart. I am flushing out the heaviness. No more carrying trauma in silence. No more smiling through torment. No more dragging old shame into new seasons. This dome isn't passive. It actively rewires your inner world. You will feel lighter. You will think clearer. You will begin to recognize yourself again. Not the broken version, but the divine version God designed. Clarity is coming. Energy is returning. Motivation will rise in ways that shock you. Heaven is scrubbing your spirit clean. This is not about pain. It is about power. When God cleanses, he restores. When he detoxes, he upgrades. This is the first miracle of the dome, the revival of your divine identity. God has seen the traps set against you, paths that looked right but were laced with danger. People who smiled while hiding weapons, voices that sounded wise but carried poison. That ends now. This dome is being equipped with heavenly discernment technology, coded to instantly expose the false and elevate the true. God commands no more deception for my chosen, no more confusion. The dome is tuned to detect misalignment. You will sense danger before it speaks. You will feel unease before any betrayal begins. Choices that once drained you will become instantly repulsive. Relationships that once clouded you will suddenly become clear. This is not paranoia. It is prophetic vision. The dome is your filter. It blocks distractions disguised as opportunities. It repels lovers sent by the enemy. It scrambles the frequency of anything not aligned with your future. You will no longer be fooled because God is removing every blindfold and sharpening every spiritual radar inside you. God is tired of seeing his chosen walk with snakes. He has watched every betrayal, every backhanded compliment, Every friend who smiled in public and gossiped in secret. The time for deception is over. This dome you are stepping into is coded with spiritual X-ray vision. It doesn't just block enemies, it reveals them. Every fake connection, every manipulative spirit, every hidden agenda exposed. God says, no more wolves in sheep's clothing, no more unholy alliances. This dome will begin repelling the ones who don't belong. You will not even have to speak. Conversations will start to feel uncomfortable. The truth will leak out of their mouths. Masks will fall without warning. Don't panic when people walk away. It is not rejection. It is divine disconnection. There is power in separation. Every time someone exits who was secretly draining you, your energy will rise. Your focus will sharpen. Your vision will stretch. The dome is built not only to protect your body, but to guard your circle. What is coming next requires you to be surrounded only by truth, purity, loyalty, and divine alignment. The pretenders cannot come with you. This is not just defense. It is divine amplification. God didn't create this dome just to shield you from harm. He designed it to multiply what is inside you. Your thoughts will move faster. Your ideas will hit deeper. Your confidence will surge. This dome is a spiritual power source drawing directly from heaven's current. God says, you will not just survive, you will accelerate. Watch how tasks that used to feel heavy now feel light. Things that took weeks to complete will finish in hours. People will wonder where your glow is coming from, where this new force is coming from. It is coming from the engine room of the dome. While others are drained, you are charged. While others break down, you break through. This energy is holy. It is designed for mission, not ego. Don't waste it proving yourself. Don't drain it explaining yourself. Use it to build. Use it to birth. Use it to become. This dome isn't just about keeping enemies out. It is about awakening the warrior, leader, divine weapon that is always lived within you. Confusion has been a weapon formed against your mind, but it is now being shattered. God has seen you questioning everything, your purpose, your relationships, your next move. But the fog is lifting. The dome activates not just around your body, but around your thoughts. Every lie, every distraction, every mental distortion sent to keep you stuck. Terminated. Heaven speaks clearly. I did not create you to wander aimlessly. I created you for impact. Inside this dome, alignment returns. Things that once seemed complicated become obvious. Directions that once felt impossible now appear paved. Your inner compass is being reset to divine north. You are not guessing anymore. You are moving with purpose and fire. No more back and forth. No more second-guessing your voice. The dome locks you into heaven's rhythm. And once you are synced, doors open. People appear. Momentum builds. Every step begins to feel custom designed. Because it is. You are now walking the path you were born for. God didn't create a basic shield. He created a 7-layered divine dome around you. Each layer intentional, each one targeted. Physical, emotional, mental, astral, ethereal, template, celestial, cathartic. This is full spectrum coverage for the full complexity of your divine nature. Every crack you didn't know existed is now sealed. The command has been made. Cover every layer of my chosen one. Your physical body is protected from unseen attacks. Your emotional core is stabilized. Your thoughts are cleared and corrected. Your spiritual body is upgraded. No layer left vulnerable. No aspect of you left open. You are now fully covered front to back, inside and out. This is divine architecture, a system designed to withstand attacks that would paralyze ordinary people. You are no longer easy prey. You are a fortified force. And the more aligned you become, the more these layers glow, protect, and accelerate you. This is not imagination. It is heavenly mechanics at work. With great power comes holy responsibility. This dome isn't just a protection system. It is a regulator, a divine mechanism that keeps your motives in check, your ego in balance, your heart aligned with God's will. Power without regulation becomes destruction. But this dome ensures you stay sharp without becoming corrupted. God says, "I will not let you ruin what I am building in you." Inside this dome, you will notice your desires shift cravings for chaos. Old distractions and toxic patterns, they will start to fade. Things that used to tempt you will now repel you, not because of guilt, but because of growth. You are being elevated out of lower dimensions. The dome disciplines just as much as it protects. If you are off course, it will nudge you. If you are in danger of self-sabotage, it will warn you. It is a divine accountability system because where you are going, purity matters, obedience matters, purpose matters. And this dome will make sure you don't sabotage the very thing you have been praying for. This dome is not just a structure. It is intelligent. It moves with you. It responds to danger. It speaks to your intuition. It shields you in public and corrects you in private. It is your friend, your servant, spiritual GPS, all in one. Designed by heaven, programmed by God, connected directly to your destiny. God speaks. This dome will not leave you confused or lost ever again. When others wander, you will walk with direction. When others guess, you will sense. You will begin noticing divine signs everywhere, messages in conversation, warnings in dreams, clarity in silence. That is the dome syncing your spirit with heaven's frequency. This is not fantasy. It is spiritual technology, a sacred companion that will journey with you for life. And every time you honor your calling, the dome grows stronger. Every time you align, it glows brighter. You have been assigned a divine system that leads you through storms, into purpose, straight into destiny. The world is cracking, but your spirit is breaking free. This dome doesn't just protect you from harm, it transforms pressure into power. Every time the world gets darker, your dome grows brighter. You are not built to collapse. You were built to advance when others retreat. God says your enemies will watch you rise while they fall into their own traps. This is divine reversal. What was meant to break you will now build you. The same pressure that broke others will launch you forward because you are not alone. You are wrapped in something unseen, yet unbeatable. This is your breakthrough season, not in theory, but in action. The old delays are finished. The old blocks are removed. The dome is clearing the runway for liftoff. You are no longer stuck. You are no longer surrounded. You are surrounded by glory, and it is time to move. God saw what no one else saw. The nights of crying when no one noticed. The attacks on your spirit when you had no words. The pressure that almost crushed you but didn't. This dome is not random. It is heaven's personal response to your private pain. God declares, "I will not let your tears be wasted." This is my response to your faith. The pain didn't destroy you. It trained you. The betrayal didn't break you. It refined you. Now heaven is rewarding you, not with applause, but with protection and power. Every silent battle has been seen. Every hidden scar is being covered with glory. This is divine justice. You didn't get even. You got elevated. You didn't fight dirty. You stood tall. So now your reward is not from people, but from heaven itself. And this dome will never leave your side again. The dome is not a wall. It is an operating system. You are not just being guarded. You are being upgraded. Your emotions are leveling up. Your mental patterns are shifting. Your energy is being restructured for divine flow. This is a total system update from the mind of God. God says, you are not who you used to be, and now your life must reflect that. Old reactions are dying. Old habits are falling off. You are no longer compatible with dysfunction. You are being made new in real time. And as you rise, your spirit moves smoother, faster, wiser, cleaner. This is how divine maturity begins. No more settling for spiritual survival. No more living beneath your potential. This dome is your upgrade into next level living. It is the difference between existing and reigning. And now, you are being prepared to reign righteously. This is not a test phase. This is not temporary favor. This dome is forever. What God is sealing around your life is meant to remain. It is permanent divine infrastructure, not just to protect you in this season, but to preserve your destiny for every season to come. Heaven has spoken. Seal them, align them, sustain them. This alignment isn't a feeling, it is a locking in. You are being positioned so tightly with God's will that even in moments of weakness, the dome will keep you from destruction. Even when your strength fails, the system will hold. That is how committed heaven is to your mission. From this moment forward, you are walking with invisible armor, covered, cleaned, called. This is forever. Not just chosen, but sealed. This dome doesn't just protect your environment. It opens access to prophetic intelligence direct from the throne of God. Heaven is no longer silent in your life. Get ready to receive downloads, nudges, whispers in the night. These aren't just thoughts, they are divine instructions. The dome acts as a spiritual antenna, pulling in wisdom others miss entirely. God is declaring, you will no longer walk blind. I will whisper strategies into your spirit before the enemy even knows what is happening. What you are entering is not ordinary discernment. It is a new level of spiritual intelligence. You will know who to avoid without a conversation. You will sense danger where others see opportunity. You will hear God in noise and hear silence in storms. This is not paranoia. It is precision. The dome filters out all interference, letting you hear the exact signal of heaven. That means business moves, relationships, health decisions, all guided by prophetic insight. No more walking into traps. No more wasted years. This intelligence is custom built for your purpose. Expect your dreams to intensify. Expect your inner voice to sharpen. Expect instructions that make no sense to your logic, but perfect sense to your spirit. Obedience to these downloads will unlock miracles beyond natural order, because when heaven speaks, reality bends. This dome doesn't just open new doors, it locks the wrong ones without apology. Divine rejection is now protection. The dome is spiritually coded to detect paths, people, places that are out of alignment. And it will slam them shut, no matter how good they look on the surface. God is saying, if I didn't authorize it, you will not access it. No more entering spaces your spirit doesn't belong in. No more forced conversations. No more begging for acceptance from people who were never assigned to your journey. This dome makes decisions on your behalf, not to limit you, but to liberate you from false opportunities. And yes, it may sting. At first, the closed doors might confuse your flesh, but your spirit will soon recognize it as upgrade. These rejections are redirections toward places where your gift will not just be tolerated, it will be celebrated, nurtured, multiplied. This is not punishment. It is divine clarity. This dome has a memory. It remembers where you were hurt before. It knows your weakness for certain patterns. and now it is trained to block you from cycles that nearly destroyed you. Every no from this point forward is heaven's way of keeping you perfectly aligned. You are now in a season where you can no longer support a chaotic life. The dome doesn't sit on shaky ground. God is deep into your inner world, tearing down foundations that weren't built on truth, faith, and divine structure. That includes beliefs, friendships, dreams, self-images that were built on trauma rather than truth, survival rather than purpose. God commands, tear it down and rebuild it in my image. This is why things may have been falling apart, why you felt pressure in your relationships, in your plans, in your identity. Heaven is not punishing you, it is performing spiritual demolition. The weak must break, so the strong can rise. This rebuilding process may feel uncomfortable, but it is holy. You are not being left empty. You are being renovated for elevation. God is laying new foundations rooted in discipline, identity, purpose, and power. The dome ensures that only what is eternal remains. And once the new structure is complete, you will not shake again. What once triggered you will become powerless. What once controlled you will now be beneath you. You are being remade into something indestructible. The dome does not isolate you to shrink you. It isolates you to prepare your public platform. Everything you have walked through in private is now fuel for your next level of visibility. Your voice is about to carry weight. Your presence is about to shift atmospheres. This is not ego, it is assignment. Heaven is speaking. You will no longer be hidden. The world must see what I have done in you. Expect your name to come up in rooms you have never entered. Expect unexpected invitations. Expect your influence to rise, not because you chased it, but because you were chosen for it. The dome ensures your rise is sustainable. No fake viral moments, no flash-in-the-pan fame. This is divine visibility, where your voice echoes because it is backed by heaven. You are not just being heard, you are being sent. And yes, there will be resistance. But don't fear, the dome is your covering. While others deal with backlash, you will walk with boldness. While others collapse under pressure, you will rise in authority. One of the most profound effects of the dome is happening inside your biology. Your nervous system, the part of you trained to fear, to panic, to fight, is being spiritually rewired. The trauma responses, the survival mode, the racing thoughts, they are being deprogrammed. God says, I am healing the system beneath the symptoms. No more overthinking, no more living in a constant state of alert. The dome doesn't just impart peace, it teaches your body how to keep it. You will not just calm down. You are being recoded to live in peace as your natural state. Watch what happens to your energy when anxiety leaves. Watch what you are able to build when stress is no longer your fuel. The dome is replacing cortisol with confidence, panic with precision. This is biology meeting divinity. God is restoring calm to your core. This healing is permanent. It is not a moment. It is a new operating system. And once your body learns this peace, everything around you will begin to submit to it. Peace isn't just a feeling now, it is a force field. This dome has shut the door on every loop that once kept you trapped, that cycle of starting strong and quitting halfway over, that pattern of attracting chaos after breakthrough. Cut off, the dome has permanently revoked access to every demonic cycle that once replayed on repeat. God is commanding. The loop is broken. My child will not relive the same pain disguised in new forms. What seemed like a lesson was actually a loop. And what you are stepping into now is called freedom, not momentary relief, but total emancipation. Expect temptation to lose its power. Expect old triggers to stop working. Expect patterns that once spun you to suddenly dissolve. This is the power of divine disruption. This dome has broken your agreement with dysfunction, and now, for the first time, you are walking in open space. New paths, clean direction, clear vision. This is the beginning of real movement. There is something ancient inside you, a divine memory, a dormant identity, a silenced genius. And this dome has come not only to protect you, but to activate what has been sleeping in your spiritual DNA, the forgotten royalty, the buried boldness, the silenced genius. All of it waking up. Heaven says, my fingerprint is on their blood, my breath is in their lungs. I will remind them who they are. This dome acts like a divine trigger. It touches places in your soul you forgot existed. It pulls up clarity about your calling. It reveals power you didn't know was inside you. This is why your cravings are shifting. You are no longer interested in fitting in. You are no longer satisfied with playing small. You are remembering the real you, the pre-trauma, pre-doubt, pre-disappointment version, and this time, you are not going back to sleep. Everything is shifting because your cells are waking up. You were made to rule, build, heal, lead. This dome is restoring your royal identity. This is not just protection, it is a mission briefing. The dome didn't drop over you just to isolate you. It landed to activate your assignment. You are now being called forward into action. Heaven is ready, earth is waiting. Delay has ended. God commands. Release them into purpose. They are now fully authorized. Every distraction that slowed you before has lost power. Every voice of doubt has gone silent. Every limitation has been lifted. The dome has cleared the runway. This is your launch moment. No more waiting. No more wishing. The gifts inside you are no longer suggestions. They are weapons, tools, keys, and this dome will empower you to wield them boldly. Every day from here on is sacred. Every move matters. Every conversation is strategic. You are no longer wandering. You are on assignment. The atmosphere around you is no longer random. This dome has created a new spiritual climate, charged with miracles, precision, breakthrough. Everywhere you go, things will shift. People will feel it. Energy will change. Conversations will ignite. God has transformed your environment into fertile ground. Seeds you forgot you planted will sprout. Prayers you almost gave up on will manifest. Doors you didn't even know were there will swing open because the dome changes everything it touches. This is a miracle zone now, a living realm of accelerated manifestation. Delays will not be tolerated. Confusion will not linger. Wherever you go, glory will follow. Not because you forced it, but because you are aligned with heaven. This is the new normal. No striving, no begging. Just walking in obedience and watching the supernatural unfold around you like air. This dome isn't just for shielding, it is for unlocking realms. You have been given access to dimensions others cannot enter because God trusts your maturity, your integrity, your alignment. The dome carries an embedded spiritual key, a multi-dimensional access pass. You are no longer confined to one level of spiritual living. God declares, my chosen will walk between realms. They will not be trapped in one. You will begin experiencing moments of divine timing that defy explanation, meeting the right person at the exact moment, hearing something that confirms your spirit's knowing, entering atmospheres where miracles are the norm. These are portals, and they are opening because you carry the key. You will shift rooms with purpose, move into decisions that unlock hidden treasure, flow into environments already arranged by God. These aren't coincidences. They are divine layers unfolding. Every step is now guided by heavenly coordinates. You are not chasing blessings. You are stepping into scheduled alignments. The dome tracks your movement in the spiritual and physical. When something in your life is misaligned, it alerts your spirit. When it is time to shift, it creates divine agitation. That restlessness you feel, that is the dimensional door calling. And now the key is in your hand. The greatest attack on you was never about your finances, relationships, or time. It was always about your identity. If the enemy could distort how you saw yourself, everything else could fall. But this dome is reconstructing your inner mirror. Your self-perception is being rebuilt by God Himself. Heaven is saying, I am erasing the lies they believed about who they are. As it is written, but you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for God's own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of Him who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. 1 Peter 2:9. You are no longer the person you used to be. The fabric of your identity is being rewoven in righteousness, strength, and purpose. This dome is not optional, it is ordained, not temporal, it is eternal. God says, I will keep you from all evil. I will guard your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Psalm 121:7-8. So straight and firm lift your head, rise in faith, because the dome is activating. Do not shrink, do not flee, do not fear. Walk boldly into what God has prepared. This isn't merely surviving, it is reigning. This isn't just holding on, it is shining. This isn't just endurance, it is victory. The dome has been placed. The covering is complete. You are sealed, protected, elevated. Welcome to your breakthrough season. Welcome to the next chapter of your destiny. God has you and you are unstoppable.